There it is.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Warp, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast where we do unasked for audio commentaries of Star Trek episodes. My name is Shawn.
My name is Matt.
My name is Jake.
Philippe.
Erin.
Minwin.
And I'm May.
Yay.
We're back again. And how's everybody doing? We're all
We're surviving.
Yeah.
We're all still in quarantine.
Melting.
Yay!
Yay.
Probably going to be in quarantine for a hell of a lot longer.
Long time.
Another quarantine birthday to celebrate today.
Oh,
That's
yay.
true. May, happy birthday.
Thank you. I shall watch Hamilton for the 5th time. You're welcome.
Nice.
Yay.
What star date were you born?
Pre-quarantine.
20.
Yeah,
Cancer.
exactly.
Stardate
Did you know
1982.
Today we are watching Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 1, Episode 22, Skin of Evil. I got 45 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock, and I'll be punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
Do you ever want to go into KFC and order the Skin of Evil?
That's all. That's everything.
That's just...
That just means everything on the menu.
Yeah.
Original or crispy?
Yeah. Or evil.
Did you guys see the warning on this episode? For the rating, it said sex and fear.
Yeah, those are the things you have
Those
to
are
watch
things
out
you have to look out for.
I don't remember the sex. I know the fear.
I don't have to remember anything.
You
sexy
never
about
remember
this
the sex.
episode.
Are you kidding? Look at Diane Crosby.
Well, there's a little bit of sexual tension between Tasha and Worf at the beginning.
Nice.
Nice.
She's a sexual warning just standing there.
It's true. So as we've said, this is I don't know. I think we've spoiled it in the previous episode, but this is Denise Crosby's last episode of Star Trek: Next Generation.
I'm gonna miss her.
Yeah,
She's a nice jawline.
Denise Crosby, we were just getting to know you.
Mhm.
But look, they don't even get her in focus.
So
in
does
the
she
shot.
retire from acting altogether? Does she appear?
No. Yeah, well, she's in the Pet Cemetery movie.
Oh, that's right. And that came after.
Right.
Not long after.
She does return to Star Trek later
Yes.
on.
She's
but-
actually in quite a bit of Star Trek. She's in one of the movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Doesn't
she
How
We'll
can I
see
miss
her
her? She doesn't
again.
go away.
That's right.
she leaves mostly. She only occasionally comes back. Like maybe
She's
3
no
or 4
longer a
times.
regular
Gotcha.
character.
But she comes back as her character, right?
Yeah. Well, it's complicated. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Wow.
No,
You'll
yeah.
see it when it comes.
Intrigued.
Complicated.
Sometimes they do time travel episodes, and she's there again because they've gone into the past. And
Oh my God.
Yeah. You
just don't worry
you
about
just
it.
made
You'll
her
see it when you see
a
it.
little bit.
Stressed out now.
And remember, there's a mirror
There's no need to stress out.
universe as well, so she might show up
Yeah.
in mirror universe episodes.
Right.
as
Oh,
well.
With a goatee.
No.
Yes, exactly. Evil Tasha
With her
Yar
tips
has a goatee.
unfrosted.
Oh,
What
look,
is
everybody!
this?
It's a science
crystal.
experiment.
Crystal meth.
Ooh, it reminds me. I got this thing. It's a crystal. It's a rose quartz that you rub on your face.
That's the same thing. That's
It's
what
like a roller. It
looks-
actually feels
that-
really good.
What they brought out looks like the Himalayan candle we have
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
salt
that.
in the studio.
Yeah.
Is the thing that you rub
those
on your-
ionizing crystals. It's Viagra too.
Yeah, too. Is the thing that you rub on your face, Erin, is it smooth or is it like crystalline?
It's like, when you go to the rock shop and they're all polished. So there's 2 of them and it's on a roller. And I don't know. I think because I was like clenching my jaw, it just sounded really relaxing. It feels really good because you can kind of just like roll it on your face.
It's like the size of a safety razor. It's like
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
a razor it's got a little.
Yeah,
But
I think
it's
I've
like
seen
these-
massage machines like that.
These gems or crystals
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
on a roller. So you
Yeah.
can like, roll. It's like a small massager for your face.
Do you go to Rocks and stuff, or are you a Rocks and More girl? Store.
Get that
Yeah.
rocks and stuff.
Rocks,
out
rocks,
there.
rocks. Really?
Yeah.
I like rocks and
Uh-oh.
stuff because
I
you
went for
can
roses.
get
Uh-oh.
rocks, but also stuff.
This is like the boba conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are getting
Well, into
passionate.
I didn't even have any allies on Boba. I was on
Yeah, that
a-
was a takedown.
that was all. Yeah, that was an intervention
That felt
basically.
really good.
You guys were so like.
Yeah.
there's no excuse for it or something.
Honestly, I can be super pro Boba and fervently anti Boba depending on the day of the week.
Nice.
Kind of a toss up for me.
So we're at the let's give me the specs. Season 1, episode 22, Skin of Evil. Original air date April 23rd, 1988. Counselor Troy is held captive on a deserted planet by a slick, black, oily, sentient, and immortal puddle of evil.
Those are good
Swamp
vocab
Thing or
words.
something.
Aaron, what do you think the IMDb rating of this
My
episode
goodness, that sounds
is?
great. And it's her last episode.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 7.8.
Ooh.
7.
I know.
All right. Anybody else?
That's right now.
I'm gonna say 7.9.
6.8.
7.2.
6.
6.9.
Damn.
Oh,
69.
everybody wins.
With a 6.9. Yeah.
Yeah.
I posted a picture in the chat of Erin's face roller.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I recommend it if you ever feel tense in your face, which a lot of people carry tension there.
Hmm.
This guy looks famous. Like he's done other roles before.
The engineering guy.
You mean
So
like
this
he did
is
just
the-
like first
This
job?
is the last engineering head of engineering, because they've sort of had a revolving door of engineers in the first season. After this, then second season, Geordi becomes the engineering.
He was pretty big, but now he works at Rocks and stuff. So.
No, Rocks and more.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, that's
Rocks.
Is that better?
Then he's probably a trillionaire because that place is nothing but amazing. Selling rocks for money.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a scam.
Can I just observe that they pad the background with like as many short skirts as they possibly can?
Nice.
I was having it would be nice if they did a retro version where everybody was wearing the old costumes.
I mean, they get a lot in there. It's kind of
There is an episode of Deep Space Nine where the characters wear the old uniforms.
Oh, really?
The skirts too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's like an episode where they go back to the episode with Tribbles.
Mm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they
Aaron
sort of-
will hate it.
They sort of interpose the DS9 characters into the episode.
Oh
But
yeah.
they're all wearing the standard old school uniforms. It's cool.
I think I've seen that one.
that sounds really fun.
It's a good episode. It's really.
We're pretty close to that one, right?
We'll
Our
get there
children will
sometime in
enjoy
like 10 years.
They close to us.
When they inherit.
2030. Get ready for it.
It almost feels like we're on a galactic journey, and it's like, when is season 3 coming up? Oh, after we hit Alpha Centauri, and
I
then
kind of feel like we're all like on some kind of giant, like generation ship in space trying to find the next
right.
world, but we have to and the only thing they put on the ship was, and Star Trek.
Star Trek.
And so like we're in our pod and we're just like, well, we'll be, we got about 400 years till we get to the star system that we're gonna inhabit.
Have you
I like
guys
to measure how dusty will my Dougs be.
Mm-hmm.
Get to that episode.
Well, you're looking at a representation from an artist right now.
Oh, there you go.
That was some of the inspiration.
Matt posted a picture of Cisco and Dax in the
Is
old
that
school.
Cisco from the Thong Song?
Yep, exactly.
That's right.
Dong, 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 dong.
You might have to be more clear who is who. So, which one do you think is Cisco or is Erin?
Well, I don't want to say right now.
It actually is apropos of the Cisco who sings. You can,
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, it's the shadows, sludgy shadows following them.
yeah.
I didn't rewatch this.
So this episode, and there's no way Matt will remember this, but my weird memory remembers this was the first episode of Star Trek Next Generation I ever watched with Matt.
Hmm.
What?
Why
That's
wouldn't
the
Matt
sweetest
remember
thing
that?
I've ever
Yeah.
heard. Awesome.
Back at
And
the
what year was this, Shawn?
98.
Nice.
Nice.
97, 98, somewhere around there. Back at the old Barry apartment, I came over one night and you were watching. It was like on, it was just random reruns, and it just happened to be this episode.
Why do you remember it, Shawn?
Why? I remember it because of the crazy oily black character that shows up. And it's sort of a hard episode to forget.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird
try.
one. Erin is.
If anybody can
erasing.
forget it, it'll be you.
Yeah.
So what episode is Whoopi Goldberg first appear?
Oh, now that's
Season
cool.
2, episode 1. I had to check to make sure. I was like, ooh, do I have to introduce this today? But I still got a little bit of time.
A little bit more time.
Are you ready for that moment, Erin?
Have
you been like prepping, rehearsing, practicing?
Well, I'm of two minds. Should I rehearse or should I do it the way I normally do? Or do I
good
stay
so
up for
far.
it?
Ooh, give me some factoids about how they made the sledge.
Yeah.
The sledge looks really cool.
It's like oatmeal.
What is it?
Like oatmeal and printer ink.
Oh.
Oh, well, there goes the budget.
Oatmeal. It looks too
smooth.
Something like that. It's like a cereal. Let me see. I did look it up. It does say.
Maybe
Hold
like oat flour.
I'm sorry, Metamucil.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like it has to be something finer because it's like very has a sheen. It's very.
Yeah.
Wait. Then why do the old people eat Metamucil? Why are they recommended to eat that if it's just going to be like thick and sludgy?
That's a really good question.
I think it creates bulk in your diet.
That's not a good question because it's not on my mango card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you recall a time, Min?
Yes.
No gaming the system allowed. It doesn't count if you have to. It doesn't count if you have to manipulate him into it. It doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
But it's way more fun this way.
Yeah, I think it's fun if you try to secretly game him and nobody catches on.
Yeah,
if you can do it without me catching on, go right ahead. But you haven't
me on that one.
So far.
I'm only gonna do it heavy-handed. Okay, who's this?
Yeah, Erin just has her own way.
Yeah. What is? Oh,
this thing is profound.
That's to happen right there, right?
Yeah, they don't waste any time, right?
Wait, so Shawn, this dude impressed you enough that you remembered him?
There
It's a drink.
Is that her dying?
Everybody drink.
Yeah.
That's not her dying?
Yep.
That was
what?
That was early.
Very unceremonious.
Yeah.
Very like.
She didn't even want to shoot through the whole episode.
That's it?
They should have
That's
milked
it.
more.
I was like, I'm gonna be in my 2 weeks notice. They're like, no, you can pack her that now. Yeah.
She was just in a fight scene. All right, kill her.
I like how she flew in the air.
I like that she's got some like sledge marks now.
Yeah, the little X on her face of
it's a
oily gunk. There she is. She's dead.
Oh,
Look
man.
how tanned Riker is.
It's a big drink.
It's
Yeah, we should have done shots for Tasha.
Yeah. Because
You
she
know,
got shot.
if they were doing this now, if this were a modern day TV show, it would be like a huge deal that they killed off one of the main characters, halfway through the first season.
Well,
But on this show, it's just like she dies and then basically they never talk about her ever again.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens in
Like
Game of
who?
Thrones. You know, just death. Keep on.
She will be lunch. Oh, lunch, guys.
Yeah.
She's got a.
Are we gonna have
roll
those
up on
colorful
her.
cubes?
But you know what I
Yeah, they're
mean?
my
Like
favorite.
like on Game of Thrones or something like that, there's a lot of death, but it always there's always like repercussions. It always has
Over there.
Yeah.
some connection to the larger goings on.
Most of
On
it.
this show, it's just like Denise Crosby wanted to quit, so they killed her off, and
Yeah, no, it felt very,
that's the end.
very
Were they
unsatisfying.
Is that why they killed her off so early? Were they like mad at her?
No, I don't think they were mad at her. That she managed to maintain good enough relations with
They
them
came
that
back. Yeah,
she
they
was
came
able to
back.
come back in future
Mhm.
years. But
Well, did she come back or did they really go back in time?
They actually just aired episodes
Yeah.
from
Kind of important.
These are actually documentaries right here that we're watching.
Yeah.
She does at least have this other scene after death, like, oh, we're gonna try and bring you back. And
They did, yeah. They tried really hard to bring her back.
She's in one more scene in this episode at the end. You'll see her one more time.
Oh, where
Is she a ghost?
As a spirit? Yes, that's my guess too.
As a hologram.
Let's take a bet. Let's take bets.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Min. You're vetting for Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah.
That's what I said too. I'm betting. I'm voting for Ghost.
Oh wait. Maybe Riker is jerking off to the thought of her.
All right, that's got to be on this bingo.
Everybody check your mingos.
Yeah.
Check your mingos.
Look, I mean, he was just so in that moment.
I'm guessing that it's some sort of simulacrum.
Yeah.
Like
it's the sludge monster is making
that word again.
The sludge monster turns into her for a minute or something to communicate with them or something.
Wow.
Okay.
That's my just remembering how Star Trek likes to do these things.
Okay, none of those are true. None of those are right.
No, those are right.
Keep guessing.
It's from Riker's Spank Bank hologram. Holodeck.
Hologram is in the right area. Yeah.
It's a holodeck situation.
I watched this episode, but I fell asleep before the end, so I don't remember how it ends.
It's actually very touching. It's sort of the best part of the episode is what happens right at the end. But we're not there yet.
That's for Erin. Stay awake, Erin.
Thank you.
She's up.
I needed that.
I think Data rebuilds her as a robot, like a Small Wonder style, and then Picard is like, "This is an abomination to God," and jettisons.
They find her evil twin.
It's like a Data lore kind of thing. Yeah. Wait, Data does build like a daughter, though, right?
Yeah.
That is true, Jake.
Yeah.
Eventually, Data will build a daughter.
Yeah. This is, I know.
Does
and
Brent
that's how
Spiner
Small Wonder
play
got
his
its
own
start. It's
daughter?
all loop.
Yep.
It's how Small Wonder
It's a
got started.
spin-off.
Yep. And then he puts her in a pod and sends her around the sun back to the 80s or what 90s. To be in
And
the
that's when they find Tosh.
Yeah. Tosh 2.0? Yeah.
Alf? I thought.
No, Small Wonder.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, she looks good for having crashed in a shuttle. Just like.
Is she alone?
There's somebody else, but I think they're dead.
Yeah, there was a pilot with her, but I think I don't remember what happened to the pilot.
So drink.
Yes.
Yes.
Is she talking to the black sludge thing?
She is talking to the black sludge.
Because it's enveloped the shuttle and she's empathing with it.
Correct. So she's trying to reason with it.
Because she's having her own kind of bottle episode.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So now everybody's sad.
Yeah. Even Worf seems sad.
Well, Worf and Tasha were starting to.
They were buddies.
Get, maybe starting to start something.
Yeah.
Worf has bad luck with women.
Yeah.
If there's anything you're going to learn from this show,
Everybody on this show has bad luck with women.
Really?
Every single character on this show has bad luck with women.
Well, it wouldn't work out. If it worked out, then there wouldn't be too much tension.
Yeah. It's probably written by women.
Wait, that's on
All
it.
right.
Wait, check the card. Check the card.
I'm going to put that under possums are disgusting.
No,
Wait, you're not allowed to say that, Nate.
Wait, that's on there? Oh my gosh. I do believe that. The possums are disgusting.
Pace yourself, man. You don't have to force it.
That one.
well,
Jesus.
Erin ruined it.
I saw those quokkas that you sent along, Matt. Those quokkas looked like just, I don't know, like an off-brand version of some cute little
like a swap meet version of a real creature.
Totally, yeah. Right.
I thought those were cute.
I liked them. I agree,
They had
Matt.
cute little faces.
Yeah.
I like the possums and I like the quokkas. I like both.
I liked the quoll too. I thought they were all
They're all
very
good.
cute little mammals.
I'd never heard of the quokkas or coals before that day.
So, yeah,
it felt like
they
a very
all sound
learning
like
day.
either Australian or in various remote parts of Africa. Like,
Quokkas are Australian. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
that name had Australia written all over it.
Quokka.
What's a
What
quokka
about-
with you?
yeah, yeah. He's so
Yeah.
wait,
They
now
have a
they're
lot
gonna
of cool
send.
stuff down there.
They're gonna send more people down here.
Yep.
All
Gotta
the
go
weirdest animals are from Australia.
Yeah. Too many spiders though.
Animals, they're the best.
Snakes.
This black ooze thing is from Australia. This is where Australia puts the few animals it doesn't like. They're like, nah, jettison.
I'm really curious about like that statement. All of the best animals are from Australia. I mean, there are
The
some
most interesting.
all of the most
looking,
interesting.
They do have weird animals.
Yeah,
It's
because
fun to think about the
because it's a
ones they rejected.
restricted.
yeah,
Because
it's
it was
like
a
a big island.
restricted ecosystem.
Mhm,
Man,
mhm.
it developed its own weird.
Mhm.
You know, there are animals in Australia that don't look like anything else and aren't and can't be found anywhere else because
Yeah.
they are unique to the island of Australia.
Yeah. No, I'm curious about
It's like lemurs and
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Mhm,
You know?
mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd be curious about like what the most like biodiverse. Well, I mean, the Amazon's supposed to be hugely biodiverse, but you're talking about like unusual or
Like the duck-billed platypus.
yeah.
Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
It's
Mhm.
got everything. It's like those animals you make that's like
It's the Homer Simpson car of animals.
At least
or
they're
like you
cute.
used to cut up a magazine and it's like a cat head and a dog body and like a
Mhm.
lizard tail.
It's like every ancient Greek animal conjuring. It's got this and that thing, and then what else is deadly?
A duckbill. A
Yeah,
duckbill
exact-
is very
It's
deadly.
like a mammal that lays eggs.
and has and quacks like a no.
Didn't we learn they're also poisonous? Was that
They have
right?
spurs. They have spurs that are poisonous, but
Mm.
Didn't
They
we
coat
learn
it.
that was one of the furry animals that were poisonous?
Yep.
I think we did learn that. I think we did learn that at some point. You're right.
That's cool.
and the loris, right?
Men,
Yeah.
quokkas have a promiscuous mating system.
Nice.
Oh,
Almin's
yeah.
really into them.
Yeah.
I am not. I am not that promiscuous. I'm not.
We didn't say you were going to fuck the quokka.
Were.
Oh.
We're just saying, you know.
Can someone tell me about the figure that's covered in sludge right now? Like, who is that person who has that great job?
Right.
See, there's two people credited with the character.
One of them died, obviously.
Well,
then they cut some
they're
hair
both
holes. Next
dead.
guy.
Figured out how to.
I think that the one that's the body was like only in two things ever.
And
This-
one of them.
In a coffin.
And he's in another episode
Under that
of
sludge.
Star Trek at some point.
Yeah.
And a movie called Girls Night Out.
Wait,
Huh.
is that the one
Sounds
we
familiar.
watched?
What?
That really bad girl movie we watched from the 80s?
Maybe.
He played
Not out.
Pete
No.
Maniac Krasaniak.
That sounds like it could have been
All right,
that.
I'm gonna research Girls Night Out. That we watched a really bad like 80s sex comedy. Kind of like that. We were hoping it.
Let's guess which one. Bad 80s sex comedy. Porky's. No, it's not sex. It's not a sex comedy.
Porky's is
Porky's
absolutely
is-
a sex
What are
comedy.
you talking about? That whole movie's about sex.
Okay.
And
It's
then-
maybe the
From 2017.
platonic. It might be the platonic ideal of 80s sex
That
comedy.
guy's been dead.
No, we were watching Where the Boys Are.
What? What is where the boys are?
Oh,
I'm thinking Boys Don't Cry.
That movie's sexy.
yeah. So
oh my god, please. It's a sad sexy
I
sad.
just typed in where and it came up, where's my stimulus check?
Some postal workers got it.
Where
Oh.
the Boys Are, 1984.
Yeah, we watched that. It's not good.
No.
Shocking.
It wasn't.
The whole thing. It was long.
It wasn't even like
It
bad
wasn't
good
even sexy.
or bad. Yeah, it was a bad good or it was in no way in. But we watched the whole
We
thing.
watched the whole thing.
We were
Was it
waiting.
as good as summer camp?
Or summer camp.
Sorry, what moral point is this ooze monster trying to make right now?
Yeah, I know.
It just likes to fuck with people.
Oh, okay.
Edgelord.
It's evil, dude. It's in the title of the episode.
Oh,
Evil.
I just saw Sex and Fear.
yeah.
That's the two things to look out for.
Well, they're where the boys are.
So if it's a sex comedy, it had to have like boobies, right? Did it have good boobies?
Not
Just
enough, though.
Not enough. Very
Not enough for
mild.
Erin's liking, huh?
Wow.
Not up to my level. And we were watching it on Amazon, so it wasn't like the.
Well, if you're gonna watch a sex comedy, you know, you expect a certain level of boobies.
Yeah, we were expecting everybody to have fun, and it was it was very plot heavy for
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, and it went on for a long time.
Would you call Magic Mike a sex comedy?
If I could ever get through it, I was like,
oh, what?
Not enough boobies for her.
They didn't get down to business soon enough on Magic Mike. I was like,
Oh, like there was a lot of boring exposition or talk.
A lot of talk on the walks.
Shut up and dance. That was her. What she called that.
I did not know you were such a get it.
Like truth in advertising, I guess.
Sure. Well, when they
Where the Boys Are is only 95 minutes long.
it seemed longer.
Is it only 95 minutes? It felt like 2.5 hours.
It felt like one.
No, we can't lose him.
Riker.
Touch him and he die.
What? Why is nobody trying to do anything to help him?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, wow. That pool is sometimes really cool.
Yeah.
It's impressive. It's impressive how much Metamucil they used in that pool.
But it's just the guy standing up. That's they should have reworked that a little.
What are they? Are they like raising?
Look,
him?
that guy's got an iPad.
Oh yeah, is it a Pro?
Oh my god!
He had to keep his mouth.
It's like Han Solo in the Carbonite.
Yeah.
Oh, he had to get it in his mouth, you guys.
That's a mask. That's not a real thing.
God.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's a stunt man.
Yeah, no way Jonathan Frakes was
It's
like,
a plaster. It's a plaster cast of his face that comes out.
Yeah.
You noticed you didn't see his face as he was being pulled into the goo.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Tasha's stunt double went on to get plenty of work after this.
So I saw they were originally going to base his look on the Mummenschanz theater group.
hell yeah.
Oh, what?
Mummenschanz? You ever see Mummenschanz?
Oh, Matt needs to put one of those pictures up.
Yeah, please. I don't.
I saw Mummenschanz when I was in high school.
Mummenschanz.
Very
Really?
good.
Yep.
You've just outed yourself as an.
They do a bunch of weird, like, it's like weird dance, sort of
It's like that Health in Years video.
Yeah.
They had this one really cool thing where the guy had like clay on, like a big block of clay on their head, and then they would mold the clay into different faces.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember seeing it. I think we were taught together.
Huh. That does sound cool.
I'm gonna send you all a picture right now.
Yeah, I know you would.
Is it moment?
And I would like you to focus on Kermit's face because I feel like his expression is exactly the right expression to have when confronted by Mummenschanz. He seems entirely unimpressed by them. Almost upset by them.
Damn, Troy's having an emotional moment right now.
No.
She's killing it.
Of that.
Yeah.
Kermit's like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, I've worked with some lowbrow
I make
acts.
that face at least once a day.
Kermit's got that. I respect art in all of its forms, but this blows. Look.
Yeah, exactly. He's like thinking about his agent and calling him right now. Like, you got to get me.
That's good. That is good.
He's like,
So apparently, the
last week
director
we had
wanted
Bernadette Peters on. Now look at it.
this crap. They wanted Roddy McDowell to do the voice of the black goo.
But he
did.
But
Yep.
he was like,
he was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever asked him, but that's who they want. That's who the director wanted.
That's what they put on their secret board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Roddy McDowell? Do you mean like Roddy the Pied Piper?
Yes, exactly. Rowdy Piper.
Yes, all people named Roddy are the
same guy.
Yeah.
They're all wrestlers. We saw Columbo with Roddy McDowell.
Ooh, the next one we're gonna watch is gonna have Leonard Nimoy in it.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna
The next one up.
the next Columbo as we make through the season 2.
Yep.
Are you working your way through the whole show?
Yep.
We're working our way through the whole show. It's fantastic.
Yep.
That we saw a terrible
We
one.
saw a dud one where they went on a field trip.
There was an English. They shot one in London, and it was, it was so random. They just had like.
Who were the guest stars?
Yeah, the guest stars were some British actors that were good. They were all good. It was just that it was like they didn't have enough story, so they had all these like
It was
him running around, like looking at the like London Bridge, and like just like running across the street in a semi-zany way, or getting out of the car to watch like the beef eaters. It was just very.
It was oddly put together.
Yeah. It was just like, why did this episode? And they had no reason for Columbo to be in London and solving this mystery.
Yeah.
And even though we were like kind of joking, like, what crazy idea are they going to come up to sort of justify this? They didn't even do that. They just were like, just so bare minimum. I kind of respected how little effort they put into it.
What is going on?
It's sort of like a Saw.
He's like taking control of Data and is threatening to kill them.
He's forcing the doctor to choose to kill someone.
It's sort of like she chose herself, and he said, "No, you can't choose yourself. You got to choose somebody else."
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
He calls Data Tin Man, which implies that he has heard of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. He's extracted it from their brains, right? That's why. That's the Star Trek justification. And that's because that's all Data thinks about. He's got the Tin Man up on his wall on a poster.
Pin-up style.
Is Data blonde in real life?
I don't think so.
No. I think that's his actual hair.
That's interesting because his eyelashes are so light. That's unusual. Unless they're putting something on him.
I think his eyelashes have makeup on them.
Yeah. It just seems like it'd be hard to make your eyelashes lighter, but Hollywood, they can do anything.
The magic of Hollywood.
Shawn, if you could be
Metamucil in a sludge.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just spit out Riker.
Yeah.
He's had some weekends like this, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Right, like that's the first time I woke up covered in sludge.
Yeah.
Oh my
This is not the first time I've woken up in this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Like, I don't know. I just think that they had to act around this puddle of ooze is pretty like amazing. Talk about like having to sell it.
Yeah, it's really an unsatisfying episode because it's so, even though they killed Tasha, like it feels like really low stakes. Like it's just a pile of goo, you know?
I like the words they used in the description though. They made it sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they must have been really like happy with the effect. They like use it so much because there's nothing else. Like, and this, yeah, here we go again.
Yeah, well, there are only a few different states.
This effect is like everything.
every 7 minutes. Man, if this guy had a rush to do something, like how long would it take you to get out of the goo? Like,
yeah, what if
we got movie tickets, we got theater tickets, and we need to leave now. Oh, sludge up. Oh, I don't have my car keys. Sludge it down.
Yeah, I'd be really inconvenient to be covered in sludge all the time.
Oh no, I'd be angry too.
Also, he has really like
an oil spill happening around now. Is this something?
Is there some kind of
message about this?
No. He's not dead.
Oh. Undrink, spit it all out, guys.
He also part of the problem with this is that as a bad guy, he has like really like undefined powers. Like he can transport Picard wherever he wants to go. He can make Data point his gun at people. Like he's just not.
It's just whatever was plot really convenient. Doesn't have any
it's really
consistent.
Unspecific. Yeah.
I'm like.
Well, I mean that makes it easy for the writers to just talk about whatever point they're trying to illustrate here, rather than having to come up with a whole mechanic and whatnot. But yeah, I agree. It's a little I don't know. It's unsatisfying.
I just think like also just like the sort of I don't know what is it called, blocking, like the way they sort of stage that down. It's like there's nothing to look. It's just weird. It's just like very boring set.
Yeah, 6'9". That's about right for this.
It's actually maybe a little higher than I would.
Maybe a little high. Yeah. I think there's a couple of things that redeem it. The scene at the end is kind of the scene that
I remember liking it. That's why I rated it so high. Like I remember liking this episode.
The rest of it is not very good.
Fell in love, so.
Yeah, it's got to hold special things.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. But
there'd be no reason anybody but me would remember shit like that. So
it's mad. It was just another guy to watch Star Trek.
I know.
Another watching Star Trek day.
Just throws it away. They mean so much to me, and he just doesn't even remember.
Yeah.
You can like totally see like the scuba mask that the guy's wearing underneath this thing.
Goodness.
I know.
Yeah, he looks like Darth Vader under there. Got some mandibles.
I saw that in the trivia on IMDb it said that the suit they had to build multiple suits for the guy to wear because the oily shit kept breaking down the seams and the suits were falling apart while he was wearing them.
I bet. It looks like he's falling apart. It's just like I feel like this is
really
loneliness consumed by your pain. He's like, no, I'm just really oily.
Just really a jerk.
Just really uncomfortable.
So they're just gonna.
Like, truly old school Star Trek where like they're dealing with this sort of overly powerful thing that there's no possible way for them to defeat, so they have to sort of talk their way out of it.
Yeah, they have to like
send the kids home. Daddy's gonna take care of it.
You can't even convince people that the Earth is round. How are you going to convince people to like not be jerks in one conversation? That just doesn't happen.
I just feel bad. I just like it must be itchy.
I just feel like so suffocated looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel when I wear a cloth mask.
So they waited for the energy to drop enough that they could beam her out?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So they
basically
they're just gonna leave him.
Yep.
They're like, he's like, no.
So they kind of bought time.
Do about it. You can't get out of your.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of that guy.
I know.
So Jean-Luc just basically like debated his way out of it. Like he just
pretty much.
Wow. Yeah. That's
Well, they kind of
interesting.
figured out that like there was like he was able to create some kind of Viagra.
Sorry, go on.
Here we go.
I feel the way Kermit does in the Mum Chan statement. Like after that guy, like that's the way Card was like, yeah, I'm just gonna nuke this place from orbit.
Here we go. Here's the funeral.
Mm-hmm. It's
wow. Lighting.
There's so much lighting on everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, her stuff is green? I thought it was blue. What is going on?
Oh, it's like the white and gold dress again.
The lighting is weird in this scene.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be magic hour or something, like a sunset or.
It's very yellow cast. But he's like he's like God right there.
It's like a Claritin ad.
Yeah.
So
a Metamucil ad.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there clouds when it's pointing at Picard, but not clouds when it's pointing the other way?
She is.
She records a last message that they have to record or something.
She recorded a "in case of my death" message for everybody, where she says goodbye to each of them, and it's actually very sweet.
On the thing I read, they said that the tears that Troy cries are real because she was sad to see her go.
He's like the only other lady on the bridge. I mean,
well, we don't know what Worf or Data is smacking.
It doesn't matter. You can't ask anymore.
Those are probably real tears for Troy as well.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a really sweet moment.
Bro,
you have to figure that if there's only 3 women in the cast, then one of them leaves.
Yeah,
you got to feel like the noose is sort of hanging pretty close to you at that point. You know, like they're dropping like flies on this show.
Yeah.
Or that there were 3 women on the set and it was a total cat fight all the time.
Meow.
Meow. I think they all liked each other.
That's what they say in public. There's only so much Riker to go around.
I mean, she still goes to.
There's plenty. There's plenty.
That's what Riker says.
He doesn't think there's enough women. He goes for holodeck women.
Yeah.
He's ran through all the real women on the ship.
Yeah. Started. And he even had to like go to Wesley a little bit because it's close enough.
Whoa. I mean, true. But... Oh, yeah, look, her uniform is blue again.
Yeah. I'm like, oh. And the stripes on Wesley's thing are back to normal.
She's like, but your turtleneck is stupid.
But the last thing she does is she does a trick phaser shot and shoots just off his turtleneck. And his arms.
And she didn't die in vain.
Yeah, it was all worth it. It would be funny if she put people on blast on this.
Sorry, she just said he taught her to look beyond the moment.
It's because his special glasses let him do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, like they took the moment of her leaving and her quitting the show, and then they spin, like she probably has a lot of emotion and she's giving them right now, and they create a whole scene out of it, and they sort of memorialize it and capture it like this. So yeah, I think it's very, very sweet.
It's weirdly her best episode,
Yeah.
which is kind of ironic that it's the last one that she ever got to.
Maybe she could finally just cut loose, and she gets a real emotional scene that is like,
Yeah, I'm curious, like, who wrote did the writers write all those lines for her? Because it felt like she was sort of expressing that from herself, and maybe the writers just understood her perspective, but like it was a lot of personal statements, maybe.
I think that she has said that if they had given her more stuff to do like this, more scenes where she got to, play a character, act, that she wouldn't have wanted to leave in the first place. So,
but I mean, I guess the question is like they were just getting started, like they were really like not even
I mean, was it really so bad? I mean, that you can't hang on and hopes that things will get better. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Will
nobody's
Wheaton
really
kinda
gotten
called her
like
out
too
for
many
that.
good episodes yet. You know?
Yeah, I'll say 0.
Well, that's what. Okay, Will Wheaton.
Well, Will Wheaton has gotten a few episodes. That's true.
But he actually was saying that Worf just had shit to do this first season, but that Michael Dorn, stuck around and eventually got to be like an amazing character. And if she had stuck that out, she might have gone the same way. So he kind of called her out on it.
Mm. But because she did decide to leave, then they could sort of like create this emotional moment that can sort of punctuate near the end of the first season here, and I even how they're playing with Data right now and his reactions to this is cool, I think.
Classic Data Picard speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still doing these scenes in the current Picard show. Picard explains to Data what it's like to be a human.
Yeah, well, he's like, Data is always like, am I missing the point? And then it's always like, no, you're better than the rest of us. Damn it.
Wow. Well,
Nice.
kind of evil right there.
And they just close the Data up on that hill. Nice.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Tracy Torme doing her thing. Oh my god.
That was yeah. So that's where that one is.
Yep. There you have it.
Sad.
That one's Sex and Fear too.
Yeah, those are the main things that were making Star Trek work. Sex and Fear.
The main drivers.
Yeah.
Nacelle 1 and Nacelle 2.
Yeah. Yeah, like they should treat it more like a World War II bomber and have like a bunch of art, nose art and like names on the nacelles, and
that would be hilarious.
Yeah,
I would love it.
And like writing on the torpedoes like Easter eggs for for some Romulans or whatever.
Well, that was a tumultuous episode there.
Yeah,
it was just it was the extra crispy skin of evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like it was much worse now than when I first saw it, because I really enjoyed this episode when I first saw it, and I'm trying to remember what I liked about it, but
there's a lot to like.
I think,
even though we've been talking junk the whole time. I mean, no one else has tried the oily bad guy, and then Asha's stuff.
You were younger when you watched this the first time.
Forget it less quickly than some of the others.
I've seen that guy rise out of the tar like about 18 times.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I remembered seeing that episode with Matt.
It's hard to forget.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to forget, that oily guy.
When I just saw it as the CGI pool, that was not impressive.
Oh, yeah. That was the shadow.
What year was this episode? Are we still in the
87 or 88?
88.
Well, this upcoming episode is not the last one of the first season, is it, Shawn?
We've got 3 more episodes.
Okay.
It foretold the Exxon Valdez oil spill on March 24th, 1989.
They truly are time travelers.
Was there a guy that kept coming out of the oil and back in?
Well, it's not like
it was a pelican or something.
It seems like oil spills were kind of like a thing. We were worried. I mean,
yeah, totally.
So I just wonder if there's some kind of.
Now we don't even think about them because they're happening.
Well, the Valdez was a big deal. I remember.
Yeah.
Seeing that on the news.
Well, there's a huge oil spill going on like outside of somewhere in Russia right now that nobody.
Russia, so who cares?
Not even the Russians. They're laughing about it.
Can we do a quick recommendations corner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what you got? You got something?
I got something. Jake, play the jingle.
Shit, let's
play the jingle, Jake.
Recommendations.
So last week we talked about the floor is lava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simplest concept for a game show.
I have to correct you there, Shawn.
Already.
The show is called Floor is Lava.
Oh, not the floor is lava.
There is no the in the title.
Okay.
It's just called Floor is Lava.
Wow.
All right.
Like a Star
Has anyone
Trek?
heard of Awake, the $1 million game.
You have to stay awake.
I've seen it. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it on the list of shows.
It's a Netflix game show.
Yeah.
It is the most convoluted game show I've ever heard of. The first thing that they make, there's 7 contestants. They make them stay up for 24 hours counting quarters in a room.
Right.
They have $1 million worth of quarters, and they just that for 24 hours. And then the minute the 24 hours is up, they immediately go onto the stage where they then go through a series of challenges in a sleep-deprived state.
Nice.
To then eventually win, where you as you go through, eliminate people. It is hilarious.
Is it? Is it good?
Highly recommend. There's only 8 episodes, but it's really entertaining.
What's an example of a challenge they might have?
So they make them do shit like they have to balance quarters on nail heads.
Okay, but they're super tired.
In like 2 minutes, you got 2 minutes. But here's the funny thing: so they when they go, and whoever wins with the challenge does the most or whatever it is gets to go to the next level. But and then the person who does the worst is eliminated. But every level they have what they call the buyout, where they're offered a dollar amount and it goes up every time. And if you think you're going to be the lowest, you can buzz out, you can buy out. So because if you don't buy out, you're eliminated and you get nothing. So you can, and so sometimes people will opt out when they didn't need to, and they'll like save somebody else who would have been eliminated had they not.
Yeah.
It's very entertaining.
That sounds good.
The host of the show is James Davis, which to Philippe and I, that's highly entertaining.
Yeah, I like how Philippe laughed on cue there.
Yeah, he's the creator of Garfield, so that's why.
Yes. The class James Davis.
Wow, what a crazy connection.
Awake.
All right,
Netflix recommendation.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I would not do well on that show.
I think
I'm not awake right now.
Yeah.
Well, you have kids.
The game Erin plays every time.
A shorter version of that show. It's called Warped, where she has to stay awake through the entire of it. And then
very few I've stayed awake.
And
she's
then,
never managed to do it
about
so
it
far.
later on, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember anything about the last 3 years of watching episodes?
We had a guest, and they were like, I don't know if she likes me because she was sleeping during the podcast. And Matt was like, that's just what she does.
Yeah. Min's friend, Kylie.
Kylie did.
Anybody else?
No.
No recommendations. I recommend nothing.
All right.
Hamilton.
Button it up, Matt.
Everyone should watch Hamilton. It's great.
Oh, well, of course.
Did they? Is it on Netflix or something? Amazon or
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Oh, okay.
And they cut out all the fucks.
Oh, yeah.
But there's still shits.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they do it exclusive? Is it like captured exclusively for Disney, or it's just they capture a Broadway production of it?
Well, it's the original cast on Broadway, just like original show on Broadway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Plus specifically filmed close-up shots. For the
Close up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It was originally going to be released in theaters, but then,
Yeah, sure.
not a lot being released in theaters right now.
That's
so
not a thing anymore.
Good call.
And
good
Disney
call.
Plus had promised a lot of content that they've been unable to fulfill because they can't produce anything right now, and so I think they thought,
Well, we're
better give them
producing.
something
We're
to watch.
producing.
Yeah.
So give us a call, Disney.
Yeah.
That's right.
We
This
will
fit
accept the
right
name
in
of
the
Disney plus Warped.
podcast channel, I'm sure.
Disney plus Warped.
We are a natural fit for the Walt Disney Corporation.
Feature sex and fear.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how every episode of Warped should be labeled.
Yeah.
Warning, sex and fear.
And fear.
Yeah.
Take us out, Matt.
Well, thanks for listening.
That was so apologetic.
Oh my god.
But so
I don't know.
apologetic.
Look, Black Lives Matter. Republicans are assholes. If you're a Republican and you listen to this podcast, fuck you. Don't listen. I don't want you listening to me.
Lay it down.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Fully sign off on that. Fuck
Cops are
you.
bastards. Fuck everybody.
We all deserve.
I don't like being told anything. So fuck you. You can follow the show on Instagram at Warped Track and on Twitter at what is it on Instagram? Warp the Podcast.
Warp the Podcast, right?
You can follow me at Host Warped. You can follow Min to learn about Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu podcasts and live streams at Wet Maynard. You can go to Instagram.com/LunarFlare for merchandise. You can go to Patreon.com/Warp to become a member and get access to bonus materials and additional content. Until next week. Shawn, what's your name?
Anybody has anything else they'd like to add? My name is Shawn.
My name is Matt.
I'm Jake.
Philippe.
Erin.
Minwin.
I'm Alexander Hamilton.
Happy birthday, May.
Yay.
Happy birthday, Alexander.
Yay.
Good night.
Fuck all Republicans.